About 82% of freelance grant writers are women. And yet women are still, unfortunately, more likely to underprice their services, over deliver to prove value, and stay at income levels that feel comfortable instead of sustainable. Let me say something that might sound bold. Every freelancer, especially grant writers, should be aiming for consistent 10K months. Not because of hustle, not because of ego, but because anything less can actually feel risky. And we want you to feel financially stable, right? So if you're freelancing to escape burnout, reduce stress, or unstable nonprofit jobs, this video is for you. Hi, I'm Holly Rustick, CEO of the Freelance Grant Writer Academy, where we help aspiring and seasoned grant writers replace their full-time income on flexible hours writing grants from home. And today I want to break down why 10K months aren't a luxury, but they're a stability goal, with 6 valid reasons that may blow your mind open, but then become your norm. All right, so let's go ahead and listen. Number 1, 10K months equal financial stability, not greed. Most freelancers aim too low, 3K, 4K, maybe even a 5K month, and call that safe. But here's the truth. Freelance income is not linear. Clients pause, projects end. So when you have a 4K month and you lose 2K client, that's a huge impact. But when you have a 10K month, you have margin. Margin means you can absorb client churn, you can save for slow seasons, you can say no to bad fit clients, you can stop operating from desperation, and 10K months don't mean you need to spend 10K, right? That means you can protect yourself financially. Number 2, nonprofits already pay this, just not to underpriced freelancers. Here's something most freelancers don't realize. Nonprofits, many of them budget 5 to 10K months for development, 60K to 100K in annual salaries for staff grant writing roles, and thousands for consultants, strategists, and capacity builders. You might work in a nonprofit writing grants right now and say, but Holly, I don't make anywhere near that. Let's just say you are making, let's say, 4K a month inside a nonprofit. That doesn't include your fringe benefits that the nonprofit pays for, including part of your taxes, workers' comp, if you have health insurance, paid federal holidays, that work computer, that office, even the internet, power, and electricity that you use, and so much more. Salaried workers don't really see the real impact that their salary, beyond their salary, has on nonprofits or organizations. Freelancers don't cut that in, so they're able to raise their prices, and that's why they're usually a higher rate. But the thing is, they can work less hours and do a specific scope of work, so they're not burning out. However, most freelancers will show up saying, I only charge $50 an hour, or I'll write a grant for $1,500. But that's not how nonprofits think. They will pay for strategy, stability, reduce risk, and someone who owns the funding process so they don't have to manage it. That's why we teach students inside the Freelance Grant Writer Academy to position themselves as grant strategists, not just grant writers. Number 3, low income freelancing causes burnout faster than a 9-to-5. Ooh, what? Yes. If you left a nonprofit job because you're burned out, but now you're working nights and weekends and chasing invoices, that's not freedom. That's just a different trap. And I often refer to this as you're letting your clients become your new boss. When you're under earning, you overwork, you overdeliver. You second guess your pricing, you take clients you don't want. What 10K months allow you to do is work with fewer clients that are more ideal, deliver better results to your clients because you're not burned out, build systems instead of scrambling, so have repeatable systems, and actually take time off. We go at least 2 weeks out of office at wintertime and in the summer. In our business, that's what we do. And I let my clients know this. And many of our students now, they mirror what we do, and it works great for them. Number 4, 10K months are simple math. They're not hustle. All right, so let's demystify this because it can sound like, ooh, a 10K month, that's bougie and so far away from me. But it can just be 4 retainer clients at $2,500 a month. Maybe you spend 20 hours on each client, so that would be 80 hours in total for your month. Now, compare that to working a 40-hour work week, which we know if you're working inside a nonprofit, it's usually a 50-hour work week. That would be 200 hours a month. It could be 3 clients at $3,500 a month on retainers. It could be 2 high-level strategy and writing packages. So this is completely doable. You do not need a lot of clients out there. And that's why inside the Academy and in these YouTube videos, we focus heavily on packaging your offers, pricing based on value, not hours, retainers instead of one-off writing grants, sales conversions that feel ethical and confident. And this isn't about doing more work, it's about doing the right type of work. All right, number 5, the freelancers winning right now are thinking like business owners, right? Inside the Academy, we have seen something fascinating, especially when we look back at 2025. In 2025, even during grant freezes, government shutdowns, our students still made more money versus 2024. They made more money in 2025 because nonprofits still needed funding strategy. Grant writing isn't going away, but underpriced freelancing should. And the freelancers who thrive are the ones who treat grant writing as a business and build predictable monthly income through things like retainers. And they stop tying their worth to just one grant. All right, number six, why 10K months matter even more for female grant writers. Here's something we need to talk about, especially in this industry. About 82% of freelance grant writers are women. And yet women are still, unfortunately, more likely to underprice their services, over deliver to prove value, and stay at income levels that feel comfortable instead of sustainable. For a lot of women, we're taught don't charge too much, be grateful for the work, just help the mission, and we're guilt-led by that. But here's the thing. Women already carry more unpaid labor, don't get paid as much inside traditional workplaces, need to take career breaks to have babies or take care of loved ones, etc., and live longer, which means we need more lifetime income, not less. So when female-dominated industries normalize low pricing, it doesn't hurt just the individual freelancers, it widens the wealth gap. 10K months aren't just about being flashy. They're about closing income gaps, building retirement security, having real choices, and not burning out while doing extremely meaningful and important work. And the truth is, nonprofits will pay for expertise. That's why learning how to confidently price, package, and sell your grant writing services is not optional, it is essential. If you're watching this and thinking, okay, I want 10K months, Holly, but I don't know how to structure this, you're not behind. This is exactly what we teach inside the Freelance Grant Writer Academy, how to write high quality grants, how to package and price your services, and how to sell without feeling weird and gross, and how to get feedback through our unlimited grant reviews. Our goal isn't hustle, it's replace your income stability. I'm going to drop a link if you want to learn more about the Freelance Grant Writer Academy and see if it's a good fit. Remember, freelancing shouldn't feel risky, and 10K months aren't extreme or hard to get. They're responsible and they can become your new norm. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.